It's the Cape Atlantic Live basketball game of the night. This broadcast is presented by Omer's Appliance Service and Casiello Basketball. Let's head to the court for the action with the play-by-play. Here's Nick Costo.
Welcome to Mainland Regional High School for our Omer's Appliance Game of the Night on Cape Atlantic Live as the Hammonton Blue Devils take on the Mainland Mustangs. Hello everyone, Nick Costco on the call with you this evening. Matt Omer is producing and filming it tonight's broadcast. Mainland 11-3, Hammonton 7-3 in this division matchup in the Cape Atlantic League National Division. Mainland right now tied for first with Atlantic City 6-1 in the division, while Hammonton right hot on their tail 5-1 in division play. Of course, the Blue Devils wearing the road white uniforms with the blue and black trim, and of course you have the Mainland Mustangs in their all green uniforms with the white numbers and a black trim. Starting lineups for this evening on Hammonton's end of things, it'll be Jake Edwards, Kenny Smith, Greg Smith, Azir Smith-Bay, and Bryce Nicholson. For the Mainland Mustangs, Rocco DiBiaso, Colin Cook, Jamie Tyson, Tim Traveline, and Keaton Lowenstern. Head coaches on both sides, Joe Martino for Hammonton and Dan Williams for the Mainland Mustangs. As they finish up the introductions down below, both teams looking to keep pace with the Atlantic City Vikings right now in the division. And of course, get as high as possible ahead of that Cape Atlantic League tournament. Since we're already in mid-January, cannot believe we're actually already close to postseason time here in South Jersey. Should have a good one on tap here this evening. Once again, this is our Omer's Appliance Game of the Night here on Cape Atlantic Live. Last minute hulls. We'll see how deep the Mainland bench goes tonight outside of their starting five. Of course, Cohen Cook, their leading scorer, 278 points to his name this year. And on the flip side, Kenny Smith, also a football star like Cook, just eclipsed 1,000 points recently, and he'll be getting it going. 186 points this year for Smith, the junior guard. Some of our featured matchups here this evening. Mainland's coming off a win over Bridgeton, 68-37 earlier this week. Players meet at midcourt. Jamie Tyson taking the opening tip for Mainland. There'll be Azir Smith-Bay, Timber Creek transfer. And the opening tip won by Lowenstern and the Mustangs, and he lost the handle briefly, and it's picked up by Hammonton as Smith-Bay takes it back the other way. Bryce Nicholson dishing out to Smith-Bay, pump fakes, and he's doubled here, walled off. Kenny Smith open for a long-range three, and he drills it for the opening bucket of the ball game. Blue Devils strike first. DiBiaso getting over to Traveling in the corner underneath is Cohen Cook, a turnaround shot, good off the glass, and the Mustangs respond on the other end. A pull-back, step-back three for Smith, no good. A good rebound pulled down by Azir Smith-Bay, and now he wants a three in front of Cohen Cook, and he drills it. Hammonton, back-to-back possessions result in three-pointers. They have a 4-point lead early on in this ballgame. Lowenstern getting over to Cook, top of the key. Now Traveling thought about a three, trying to get by Smith now. Lost the handle. Smith trying to poke it away, steals it, and it's Nicholson dishing it back over to Smith as the Blue Devils take it back across the timeline. Smith, for someone to go with it, guarded by Lowenstern, got a pick from Nicholson. They'll dish it over to Smith-Bay. Trying to get by Cook, a little step back. For someone to go with it. Trying to dish it away, and now Jake Edwards will get it back over to Kenny Smith. Smith getting over to Nicholson in the paint. Driving on Tyson, no good, got his own rebound. Nicholson, second chance opportunity, no good, got his own rebound, and a foul occurs on the floor, the first one of the ball game. They're going to get Traveline with the foul. His first, team's first here in this first quarter, almost 2 minutes gone. Inbound pass to Edwards, reverse layup, no good, and a rebound from Jamie Tyson as Lowenstern. Cross-court pass, and it'll be out of bounds as Jake Edwards nearly got the steal, so the Mustangs do keep possession. There's DiBiaso getting it over to Traveline. Dishing over Tyson, pump fakes 1-3. Back over DiBiaso. Back out Tyson again, driving to the paint. Pull up Jay is no good, a little short. DiBiaso gets the offensive board. On the baseline, good pass to Tyson, and he converts. Mainland trying to keep pace right now. 2 threes for the Blue Devils. Jake Edwards guarded by DiBiaso. A little handoff to Smith. Spin move into the paint. Kicking it back out. Azir Smith-Bay wants a 3. Off the mark and a rebound for DiBiaso. Mustangs trying to move fast as DiBiaso turns around and gives it over to Jamie Tyson, top of the key. Now Traveling wants a 3. Too strong. Good effort played there as Tyson saves it from the backcourt, and it's Lowenstern. Driving. Puts one up with the left hand, a little wild, and a rebound for Smith-Bay. Kenny Smith going to do it himself. Back out Edwards. He'll dribble it out from the corner, and now Azir Smith-Bay. Senior guard getting it over to Greg Smith. Nicholson now top of the key. Couple dribbles. Edwards, pull up outside. Jay is good. All cotton for Jake Edwards, 8-4 lead for Hammonton. Tyson over to Lowenstern, mishandled it at first, and now Tyson's going to take a 3 from the corner. A little off the mark, and Nicholson gets the rebound. Mainland off the mark in the three-point shooting department. Kenny Smith wants to answer, no good, and DiBiaso pulls it down. Traveling thought about it, drives, and he's going to draw some contact, and a foul coming on Hammonton. Jake Edwards, the guilty party, his first foul and first of the game for Hammonton. Occurred in the act of the shot, so Traveling's going to go to the line and shoot 2. First free throws of the ball game. His first one too strong and no good. Traveling 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Mustangs within 3. Edwards, a long pass from Smith, getting it back over to Nicholson into the paint. Good feed to Smith-Bay, who had to handle it. Edwards gets over to Greg Smith for 3, and he drills it. Greg Smith, his first bucket of the ball game. Hammonton, their largest lead of the first quarter. Traveling, getting a pick from Tyson. Wild shot in the paint, no good. A rebound for Kenny Smith. He's going to move fast. Trying to back off, kicking it back out. Nicholson, back to Kenny Smith again. He can really shoot it from anywhere. Trying to get some aid from Nicholson, driving to the left side, left-handed layup, no good, kick back out. Lowenstern tracks it down for Mainland. It bounced past DiBiaso, trying to draw some contact, and the shot off the mark. A rebound here for Greg Smith. Smith guarded by Lowenstern. On the left wing, and now try to drive, and Lowenstern's going to get called for the foul. Contact on the floor here. That'll be his first. Mainland's second foul of the quarter. 3:07 to go in the quarter. Looks like a sub was going to come on, but we got a timeout coming for Mainland, trailing 11-5.
This Cape Atlantic Live presentation of high school basketball is brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance Service. If it's broken, we'll fix it. Ulmer's Appliance Service is a family-owned and operated business and has served Cape May County since 1974. For more information, visit ulmersappliance.com. This broadcast is also brought to you by Casiello Basketball. Pro coach T. John Casiello provides private and group training, shooting machine rental, and team training. Their mission is to provide each and every athlete with a highly focused and thought-out approach. For more information, check out CasielloBasketball.com.
3:07 to go in the first quarter. 11-5 Hammonton. Handful of threes for the Blue Devils, 3 of them, all by different players. Aids this lead. Here's Jake Edwards. Nicholson, guarded by Tyson. Now to Zaire Smith-Bay, guarded by Cook. Smith-Bay again in the paint, trying to get by Cook. He cannot, so that's Nicholson, guarded tightly by Tyson. Good D right now from the Mustangs. Edwards with a man in his face, blocked away, and Tyson gets over to Cohen Cook. Long pass to Traveling, does corral it. Ordilly, newly checked into the game, open for 3, but it's off the mark. And Hammonton back the other way. Kenny Smith lost the handle, picked up by Nicholson. Blue Devils save a possession. Now Bryce Nicholson, top of the key. And for someone to go with it, finds Kenny Smith. Guarded by Stephen Ordilly. 2-star running backs here in the Cape Atlantic League this season, this past fall. Jake Edwards, junior guard, trying to get by Lowenstern. This is good defense right here from the Mustangs. Kenny Smith, top of the key, straight on 3, he drills it. Tough to deny that man down on the floor. 14-5, and Hammonton extending their largest lead. Lowenstern had nobody there, and he can't get the layup off the glass. In and out. So the Blue Devils are going to really extend this lead in this first quarter. Smith wants another 3. That time it's off the mark. Traveling the rebound up ahead. Here comes Stephen Ordilly, the right-handed lay-in is good. And the Mustangs finally answer. Jake Edwards. Now Kenny Smith. Mustangs doubling a lot of guys here, and Smith-Bay's shot too strong off the back iron. Cohen Cook pulls down the board. Mustangs trying to push the pace. Cohen Cook the other way, coast to coast, no good. It's Tyson the rebound. He's going to draw some contact. Foul occurred on the floor. Going to hit Kenny Smith. That's his first second team foul for Hammonton. Rocco DiBiaso is back in. Keaton Lowenstern takes a seat for now. Ordilly to inbound. Another minute to go in the first quarter. DiBiaso will hand off to Cohen Cook from the free throw line. Too strong. Nicholson a rebound. Kenny Smith guarded by Ordilly. See if Hammonton hangs on for the final possession here. They're not afraid to take their time. But Smith's going to take a 3. No good. Don't count it. And he had an illegal screen there on Nicholson. That's his first 13th foul for Hammonton. 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Edwards and Nicholson are going to check out. Off a technical foul from Hammonton's Joey Gillen, and he does nail both of them. So Mainland now within 6. Cook over to Ordilly. Traveling wants a 3. Too strong. Offensive board for Ordilly though. Hop step, puts one up, blocked away. Who's going to recover it? Ordilly somehow gets it out of the scrum. Now Tyson puts one up and he draws a foul. That'll be Jake Edwards' second foul for Hammonton, second team foul for the Blue Devils. So Tyson's going to shoot 2 here. Free throw struggles continue. It's Tyson. Misses both, and it's a rebound for Kenny Smith, so Mainland still cannot pull within that 6-point margin. Smith lost the handle, and now it's Tyson back the other way. He'll take it himself off the glass, and he converts, so he makes up for it. And Mainland back within 4. That 3 ball, no good, too strong, and now DiBiaso back the other way. It's going to be an offensive foul. It's going to be on Tyson away from the ball. It's his first, and a turnover. So Hammonton saw their 9-point lead cut down to 4. Here's Azir Smith-Bay now in the corner. It's Edwards. Pull up outside Jay. Airballed it. Cook up ahead. Tyson coast to coast. Mainland converts off the turnover. Back within 2. Here's Kenny Smith. Far side of the court. Wants Edwards, trying to answer with a 3. He does. Jake Edwards puts the Blue Devils back up by 5. Tyson swinging over to DiBiaso. Now Ordilly straight on 3 to answer, no good. Nicholson the rebound. Kenny Smith guarded by Ordilly, little stutter step move. Good pass, Nicholson, right-handed floater off the mark. DiBiaso pulling down the miss, and now traveling up the floor for the Mustangs. Ordilly traveling, now Tyson in the corner. Mainland swinging around, traveling, driving, well off the mark. After some contact, Nicholson pulls it down. Miscommunication there. DiBiaso back the other way. 3-on-1 opportunity as Cohen Cook is able to convert for the Mustangs, who are back within 3. Three-point for Azir Smith-Bay, and he drills it. 3-point shooting has been money for the Blue Devils, back up by 6. Got to see how the Mustangs respond on the other end of the floor. Ordilly to DiBiaso. Traveling, good feed. Ordilly got wide open underneath the basket. And he pulls him within 4, and we're going to get a timeout. Delay a game call here. So after that, Hammonton back with possession. Smith a straight on 3. Too strong and over the basket. I don't blame him for taking that shot. He's been nailing them, as have the Blue Devils this evening. Here's Tyson. Traveling over to DiBiaso. He thought about it. Underneath Tyson from the paint, turnaround shot is good. Mustangs are back within 2. They trail by as much as 9. A little over 2 minutes to go in the half. Mainland's clawed their way back into it. First place in the National Division on the line. Nicholson kicks it back out. Here's Smith Bay. Fading away, no good. Rebound by Cook. Nice little assist there from DiBiaso. Going Cook, hands off. Tyson, the three for the lead, too strong. Rebound traveling, hang on, we got some contact. Gilman checking in for Mainland. Over and back, so it's going to be Hammonton ball. Here's Kenny Smith. Over to Nicholson. He's guarded by Gilman. This is his first action of the game. Now Smith again, guarded by Lowenstern. Under 90 seconds to play. Try to drive to his left, but he's walled off. Smith taking the right side now, driving strong to the basket. Wild shot. And this is going to be Mainland ball. Foul coming on Nicholson. That's his second. Hammonton's third. Some confusion down by the Hammonton bench. They're trying to get a sub on. They wanted to get Gillen back in there for Nicholson, but a little too late. So 1:15 to go in the half. Mainland can tie it with a bucket, take the lead with a three. In the corner, Traveline wants the lead, no good. Cook, a nice offensive board, turnaround layup is good. Tie ball game with a minute to go in the half. Mainland trailed 14-5. They've outscored Hammonton 17-8 since. Smith, over to Greg Smith. Greg was trying to drive to his right, walled off by Traveline. A little handoff to Azir Smith Bay. Trying to get by Cook. Cook defending quite well here. Greg Smith getting by, has some space, turn around, and he walked. Too many steps. And a turnover there for Hammonton. Two subs coming on. Joey Gillen, Hector Feliciano back in for the Blue Devils. Kenny Smith will take a seat. As well as Nicholson. And here's DiBiaso. Looks like Mainland's going to try to hang on for the final shot of the half. Tie ball game, handoff Traveline. 10 seconds. Traveline. Driving, left-handed floater, no good, but he draws contact. Owen Salida also newly checked into the game for Hammonton. He's going to get charged with a foul. Hammonton's fourth, but Traveline's going to go to the line and shoot two regardless. First one's good. Mainland has the lead. Kenny Smith back in. Greg Smith checking out. This is actually Mainland's first lead of the ball game. Traveling 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. A rebound pulled down by Gillen. We got a jump ball. Jump ball ruled in favor of the Mustangs with 1:8 to go, so they'll get another opportunity here. They're going to have DiBiaso inbound the ball. See if they can get a shot off. DiBiaso has to go somewhere with it. Lowenstern's got it, chucks it up at the half. No good. So we'll head to the halftime locker room. Mainland has stormed back. They have a 23-22 lead at the half over Hammonton. We'll be back for the third quarter right here on Cape Atlantic Live.
This Cape Atlantic Live presentation of high school basketball is brought to you by Omer's Appliance Service. If it's broken, we'll fix it. Omer's Appliance Service is a family-owned and operated business and has served Cape May County since 1974. For more information, visit almersappliance.com. This broadcast is also brought to you by Casiello Basketball. Pro coach T. John Casiello provides private and group training, shooting machine rental, and team training. Their mission is to provide each and every athlete with a highly focused and thought-out approach. For more information, check out CasielloBasketball.com. This Cape Atlantic Live presentation of high school basketball is brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance Service. If it's broken, we'll fix it. Ulmer's Appliance Service is a family-owned and operated business and has served Cape May County since 1974. For more information, visit ulmersappliance.com. This broadcast is also brought to you by Casiello Basketball. Pro coach T. John Casiello provides private and group training, shooting machine rental, and team training. Their mission is to provide each and every athlete with a highly focused and thought-out approach. For more information, check out CasielloBasketball.com.
Second half action coming up here on Cape Atlantic Live as the Mainland Mustangs lead Hammonton 23-22. Getting ready to start the third quarter. Glad you're with us tonight on Cape Atlantic Live. Nick Costco with you on the call. Matt Ulmer filming and producing tonight's broadcast as always. Hammonton had a 14-5 lead at one point, so they led it by as much as 9. But the Mustangs have stormed back since then and also closed the second half on a 7-0 run. Be Hammonton's ball to begin the third quarter in this pivotal Cal National Divisional game. Winner would be in first place in the division as that pass over the head of Kenny Smith and a quick turnover for Hammonton just 8 seconds into the ball game. Lowenstern swinging it out, Tyson. Now DiBiaso along the right wing, finds traveling underneath. Good pass to Jamie Tyson, who converts. Hammonton trying to move quickly. Kenny Smith, good ball handling here into the paint. Straight on three, Jake Edwards responds. Hammonton ties things up. Here's DiBiaso, now Cohen Cook. Lowenstern, far side of the court, wants traveling top of the key. Tyson, guarded by Nicholson, not tightly though. Mainland swings around now, traveling wants a three, it's no good, and a rebound pulled down by Azir Smith-Bay. Now Kenny Smith, quickly the other way. Minute gone, third quarter, Smith, wild pass, recovered though by Greg Smith. He falls and we're gonna get a foul. Looks like this foul is going to be on Traveling. That's his second of the ball game, first of the quarter for Mainland. And now Kenny Smith with the basketball. It's going to tie a ball game here. Had some good spurts of offense from both sides. Defense has played a factor. Smith driving to his left, step back, kicks it back out. Three ball for Jake Edwards, no good. Ball batted, but Cook able to recover it for the Mustangs. Good feed, but a little too strong. He had an open man in Traveling. Look out down below. It was a bullet pass. The Mustangs have briefly led this ball game. It was at the half, and they had the opening bucket of this quarter. Corner three for Greg Smith is no good, and a rebound for DiBiaso, moving fast 3-on-1. Tyson converts. So that's where Mainland can burn you with their speed in the transition game. Just haven't been able to be consistent with that tonight. They do convert there for the lead. Edwards underneath Nicholson, drew some contact. You could hear the smack of the ball, but there's definitely more than just all ball there. Traveling, another foul for him. That's his third, so he's got to be careful. And Nicholson's going to go to the line to shoot two, try to tie this ball game up. Two fouls from Mainland in this quarter. Nicholson misses the opening free throw here. Ordilly's in for Keaton Lowenstern. Hammonton switching positions there. And now Nicholson misses both. Tyson Pulls down the miss. And Ordili up the floor quickly. DiBiaso driving to the baseline off the glass, no good. Offensive board, no good from Traveline. Still recovered by DiBiaso, and now Ordili there to reset for the Mustangs offense. Second chance opportunities for the Mustangs. See if they can convert. DiBiaso over to Traveline. DiBiaso again thought about it, trying to drive on Smith Bay, no good there. Mustangs again trying to reset here. A little over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They lead by 2. Cohen Cook hasn't seen too much action in terms of scoring tonight. Tyson top of the key, kicking it back out. DiBiaso driving to the paint. Floater, no good. And he draws a foul. Zaire Smith Bay the foul. DiBiaso going to roll a line from that violation, and he'll shoot 2. It's only the first foul, though, for Hammonton in this quarter. DiBiaso misses the first. DiBiaso 0 of 2 from the charity stripe, trying to get his own miss, and he could not corral the basketball. And Hammonton takes over. Here's Kenny Smith on his own end. Trying to get by Ordili. Lost the basketball. Loose on the court. Still loose. Ordili recovers. And Mainland a 3-on-1 opportunity. Tyson trying to recover. Pass underneath for Cook. Out of bounds. It's ruled Hammonton ball. Mainland does not like it. But again, Mustangs unable to convert off these turnovers. Haven't really been able to settle in. Neither side, really. Hammonton was shooting the lights out earlier in this ball game, especially from downtown, as Kenny Smith, a couple moves along 2 is no good. DiBiaso up ahead for Cook. Cook driving by 3 defenders, no good, but he draws a foul. So Cohen Cook trying to get more active on the offensive end of things. Greg Smith, that's his first foul for Hammonton. Blue Devils second of the quarter. Cook will shoot 2. And Cook drills the first. So Mustangs have a 3-point lead. If Cook nails this second one, this will be their largest lead of the ball game. Been pretty tight this evening, I should say. Cook cannot nail the second one. And it's still a 1-possession game, about halfway through. Smith Bay. Floater, no good. Offensive foul. So for Azir Smith Bay, that's his second. And it's the 3rd foul for Hammonton. So now, right now, it's the Blue Devils struggling to find their consistency. They've only scored 3 points in this third quarter. Marco DiBiaso. Over to Ordili in the corner. He'll kick it back out, though. Mustangs slowing it down a little bit. Again, they had the lead, so they want to maintain this control in possessions. Cohen Cook to Ordili. DiBiaso thought about a 3. Swing over Cook, lost the handle, and a turnover for the Mustangs. Three and a half to play in this third quarter. Hammonton coming in 7-3, Mainland 11-3. But the winner will take first place in the division. Almost a turnover here. Smith able to recover for Hammonton, going off the glass and in. Blue Devils back within a point. So Mainland has that 6-1 division record in the National. They could take first place outright with a win. Hammonton would tie for first place with Atlantic City, as we're going to get a foul on the floor. That's Greg Smith with the foul for Hammonton, his second, and already the fourth foul for Hammonton in this quarter. You have one more, and that'll put Mainland in the bonus. Cook couldn't handle the ball off the inbound pass. It was last touched by him. And again, another turnover for Mainland. Greg Smith trying to get by Traveline. Walled off here. And we're going to get a timeout from Hammonton. They wanted an over and back, could not get it. 2:50 to play in the third quarter, 28-27, Mainland. Out of the timeout, 2:50 to play in the third quarter. Mainland up by a point. Another score around the Cape Atlantic League for you. Ocean City 29-23 right now over St. Augustine Prep at the half. That one over at Ocean City High School. Here's Kenny Smith, top of the key, trying to get by Ordilly. Step back, three, no good. Rebound, Jamie Tyson. Mainland trying to move fast. Here comes Cohen Cook, dishes it over Ordilly. Tyson again. Lowenstern wide open for a three. It's no good. And Kenny Smith back the other way. They'll drive, and we're going to get a foul. It's coming on Ordilly, his third foul for Mainland. Traveline going to check out. DiBiaso's back in. That one's good. Hammonton back in front. The Blue Devils convert. It's their first lead since the second quarter. Ordilly thinking about it. He'll chuck one up for three, and he answers. We're going back and forth now here in Linwood. Mustangs up by 2. So he's able to answer Jake Edwards' basket. Kenny Smith under 2 minutes to play in the third. That ball batted, and Nazir Smith-Bay is going to get called for the backcourt violation. Another Hammonton turnover. Traveling check back in for Mainland. Here's DiBiaso over to Tyson. Ordilly again. Traveling gets over to Cook, far side of the court. DiBiaso thought about driving. Cook thinking about it. Straight on three is going, and it's missed. Azir Smith-Bay into the corner. There's Jake Edwards. Edwards trying to get some assistance from beyond the arc. Smith-Bay along the baseline, backing up. Gotta go somewhere with it. Contact, and he was trying to find Greg Smith, and some contact from DiBiaso. That's gonna be his first. Fourth team foul for Mainland. Lowenstern's back in. Traveling took a seat. Under a minute to play third quarter. 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Here's Kenny Smith. See if he can get by Jamie Tyson. Good move here. Smith driving, puts one up off balance, no good. Cook pulls it down, and a whistle. Kenny Smith, the foul. That's his third, and now, since that is the fifth foul for Hammonton, Mainland's going to go to the line to shoot two. It's Cohen Cook. First one's good. So Cook drills two. Traveling back in for the Mustangs. Lowenstern will check out. Mainland's going to keep possession here. I believe it was a technical foul on Kenny Smith. Again, that is his third foul. The only explanation as to why Mainland kept the ball here, and Cook had uninterrupted free throws there. Here's Traveling, top of the key. Not sure what happened during that foul. Didn't look like anything egregious as DiBiaso able to convert underneath the basket. It's a 6-point lead, the largest of the night for Mainland. And now 10 seconds to go in the third. Hammonton trying to answer. Spin move, blocked away by Tyson. Tyson chucking one up, and it is no good. Smith had an opportunity. He'll chuck it back the other way. No good, almost drilled it. Tyson had a little more time there, but Mainland able to extend the lead, 35-29. Head to the fourth, coming up on Cape Atlantic Live. (35-29). Fourth quarter time here in Linwood. Mustangs on top by 6 against the visiting Hammonton Blue Devils. Nick Costco on the call with you. Matt Ulmer is filming and producing tonight's broadcast as always. Battle for first place in the Cal National Division. Another score update for you. The Mainland girls, by the way, beating the Middle Township girls 47-27 in the fourth quarter. This might be a double-up night for Mainland as Stephen Ordilli drains the three on the opening possession, and now Traveling, trying to get a steal, but it's Smith Bay recovering for Hammonton. Largest lead of the night for Mainland at 9 points. They trailed by 9 at one point back in that first quarter, but they've been able to chip away and have maintained this lead since halftime. Smith Bay wants a three off the mark. Rebound DiBiaso. Here's Ordilli on the left wing, wants Tyson top of the key. Now DiBiaso again. Traveling from the paint, turnaround. Jay is good! Double-digit lead for the Mustangs. Here's Kenny Smith, low on the right wing. He was hitting threes earlier in this ballgame, as was the entire Blue Devil offense. Driving to the hoop is Greg Smith, lost the ball. Last touch by Mainland. but they have not been able to keep the three-point shooting consistent since the early stages of this one. So Hammonton, an 11-point hole, largest lead from either side. Smith wants to answer with a long three. It's no good as Edwards trying to chase the miss. Won't be able to get there. It's Mainland ball. Ordilli up the floor for Traveline. Now he's got Tyson. Was doubled briefly. Traveling driving to the paint. And an easy pathway. He's going to draw the foul. Count the basket. Foul coming on. Azir Smith-Bay is third. First foul of the quarter for Hammonton. And now Mainland looking to keep their foot on the gas pedal and try to pull away here. Traveling. Three-point play the old-fashioned way. 14-point lead for the Mustangs, and now Ordilli out of contact there on Smith. So he's going to draw the foul, his second. Another fight for the ball on that inbound pass. Still Hammonton ball, though. Greg Smith, outlet pass, gets over to Azir Smith-Bay. He's going to try to drive it himself. Lost the handle briefly. Hammonton's not been able to get many offensive sets going in this second half. Here's Edwards. Greg Smith, a little fake, puts up a three. Got it. Hammonton trying to chip away at the lead. Here's Cook, Traveling, going to drive baseline. Puts one up, no good. And rebounded by Nicholson. Now Kenny Smith. So early in this fourth quarter, Smith, good move, hesitation, no good. And that ball's loose on the floor. Last touch by Mainland. Blue Devils keep possession as they'll get another chance to make this a single-digit lead. Nicholson inbound. Greg Smith trying to draw some contact. Couldn't get the bucket to go. No whistle. Cook on the feed from Tyson. Converts on the other end. Again, Mainland trying to keep this a double-digit lead. Jake Edwards over to Greg Smith. Azir Smith-Bay, top of the key. Driving to his left. Walled off, though. Greg Smith in the corner. Edwards, contact, and a foul coming on Rocco DiBiaso. Second team foul for Mainland. That was DiBiaso's second foul. Nicholson, inbound. Kenny Smith got away from Ordilli, and now a corner three for Jake Edwards is short. Bounces away, and Cook will rebound it in the corner. Looks like he stepped out of bounds, though. He did. So Hammonton going to keep the ball on this end. Nicholson inbounds. Greg Smith. Trying to get by Traveling. He walled off, though. They'll hand off to Kenny Smith. Trying to cross over Ordilli. Kicks it back out. Greg Smith. Tough to handle the ball. And now Azir Smith-Bay lost it. Cohen Cook the other way. Converts off the turnover. Mainland a 15-point lead. And they get a timeout on the floor. Mainland up by 15, 4.5 to play in this ball game on Cape Atlantic Live.
It's the Cape Atlantic Live basketball game of the night. This broadcast is presented by Omer's Appliance Service and Casiello Basketball. Let's head to the court for the action with the
4.5 to play in this fourth quarter, 47-32. Mainland on top of Hammonton. Battle for first place in the Cal National Division. The standings, by the way, Middle Township leads the American Division 12-2 overall, 6-0 in that division. Ocean City 11-1, 6-1 in conference play. They lead the Prep right now 37-29. That game over in the third quarter. Here's Kenny Smith. Over to Azir Smith-Bay. Little turnaround, left-handed shot, no good. Cohen Cook a rebound. Cook going coast to coast with a left hand, he scores, and Cohen Cook has come alive here in the second half. Mainland starting to pull away. Hammonton needs some big-time answers. Smith, so he's going to draw some contact. Stephen Ordilli charged with the foul, his third team foul for Mainland. Greg Smith, off-balance shot, managed to get it to go off the glass. Cohen Cook going towards the baseline, almost lost his footing. And a little outlet pass to DiBiaso for the Mustangs to reset under 4 minutes to play. Traveline lost the handle, but contact and a foul coming on Jake Edwards. That'll be Edwards' third. Hammonton second of the quarter. There's DiBiaso now. Traveling near the bench, over to Tyson, swing it over to DiBiaso. Ordilli thought about a three, but he'll get it back over to Cook this time. Tyson, the ball now through a little bit of trouble. Good feed to Cohen Cook. Oh, I could tell he wanted to slam that one home, but he lays it in for safety. And a 17-point lead for the Mustangs. Mishandle on the other end here, and another Hammonton turnover. There's Traveling on the other end. Ordilli, guarded by Feliciano. Haven't seen him since the first half. Here's Tyson. Now Ordilli again. Tyson along the right wing. Wants Traveling. Lost it. And it's going to be Hammonton ball. Bit of an error there as the Mustangs a 17-point lead, and we're going to get another timeout on the floor. 2:37 to play. Mainland rolling, looking to get into solo first place in the National Division. .237 to play in the fourth quarter. 17-point lead for the Mustangs. And here's Kenny Smith. Another Mainland score for you. The girls over at Middle Township as Zia Smith Bay. So that 3 ball was slightly blocked by Cohen Cook, and now Tyson back the other way. Mainland girls leading Middle Township right now 54-31. That with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Loose ball here. Feliciano able to recover, and now he's pickpocketed by Cook. DiBiaso. Now it's Tyson. Mainland hanging on to the ball here. Cook pressured there by Greg Smith. He'll back off though. Here's Traveline. Now Tyson. Again, another 2 minutes to play. Mainland playing ball control now. Cook just kept that one from being stolen away. Traveline, a little hesitation move, and he converts. 53-34. Back the other way, it's Smith. There's a foul. It might hit DiBiaso here. And Smith had already gone to the free throw line. That's DiBiaso's third team foul for Mainland. So Kenny Smith's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Smith's first one is good. Subs coming on for Mainland with 1:22 to play, 18-point lead, and big round of applause for the starting 5. Andrew Gilman's in, Colin Cummins, John Franchini in as well. Hunter Watson checks in. And Colt Russo as well. Smith converts both. We'll see if we can get a score update for you from Middle Township and EHC before we sign off. At the half, Middle Township led 28-16 over last year's state runner-ups. Here's Franchini. Russo almost lost it. He's guarded by Mike Brown. Now Gilman. He's got it, dishing over to Watson, trying to pick that one up, lost it, and Hammonton comes away with it. It's Feliciano. Under a minute to play, Feliciano back the other way, turns, gets over to Salida. Salida lost it, and Franchini picks it up. Franchini, good dish. Gilman back over to Russo, outside Jay, no good. And Salida pulls it down. Kenny Smith still in the game, driving, right-handed layup is good. Count the basket and the foul. 15 foul as well for Mainland, so any fouls now will be 2 shots. Colin Cummings, the foul, his first. So he converts. Subs coming on. Kenny Smith is going to check out. Carmelo Morley checks in for the Blue Devils. First time tonight. Could be the final possession here. See what Franchini does. Gets it over to Cummings. Getting us pick there. Now it's Gilman in the corner for Franchini. Sophomore coming back to his left. He's doubled here. Has to dish it over, and out of bounds it goes. He tried to find Gilman, and with 17 seconds left. Good to see these guys get their legs loose on the court. Feliciano into the corner. It's Mortalit. Feliciano again with 10 seconds. Guarded by Russo, driving to the paint in the corner. Salida thought about it. Backs it out to Feliciano for a long 3. He drills it. And that'll be the final bucket of the ball game. But it was all Mainland in that second half as the Mustangs win this one 53-42. They erased an early 9-point deficit, took a 1-point halftime lead, and it was all Mainland in the final 16 minutes. So that's going to do it for us. Mainland will return home on Monday against EHT. Mainland improves to 12-3. Hammonton falls to 7-4. The Mustangs now in solo first place in the Cal National Division. After a hard-fought win this evening. Again, big thanks to Matt Ulmer for filming and producing tonight's broadcast. I am Nick Costco saying so long. Once again, Mainland 53, Hammonton 42, right here on Cape Atlantic Live.